Should we go here on the YouTube? All right, man. Let's jump into it, man. Good afternoon, good evening, good day, good morning. It all depends on where you at, where you located. Another episode of the Owners Box, man. USFL League, PSF, PS4 only league that I know with his own live talk show, man. Got two interesting guests with me. Got my good friend here, Ty, the co-host with me. Like to call this episode 17, episode reality checks. I did it last year, late in the season. And we're gonna dive into it earlier this season. Ty called me earlier during the week, had some issues with some things that was said on the mid-season, midweek recap, and then just seeing some things in the chat. His energy is very subtle today compared to what it was the other day. I wish I would have did it the other day. It was hilarious, man. He was hot. He was feeling a certain type of way, but he's more calm today. Got two guests, man, with me. One guy is hilariously funny in the chat. He's the tag king. Flash, post a pic, guy. He's, he likes to call it loser rants, but he's figured out his little formula this
yeah,
season.
that's the episode. That's the episode I'm running with right now. It's called loser rants. I'm starting some new shit right now.
Yeah, loser rants.
I'm on the losing end, so I just like to do shit like that.
Yeah, no problem. This is funny, hilarious, man. And then we got the guy who I called out during the week. I said was missing in action. Put his face on the milk crate. He's still kind of missing. Though has a camera on today. We got the Saints on him. That's Jackson, man. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
All right. I got a special guest, man. I got the Texans right here, man.
Wow. What?
Texans.
What?
What's going on, man?
Houston's in the house.
Yeah, I think he's what, 2-2 or 2-3 or something. What's his record?
I don't know. Did you play your damn game yesterday?
No,
So did you win? 2-3, right?
2-3 in a sim.
I don't say you gotta take a loss because you're gonna play pious. Say you got that dub, brother.
All right, look, it's the losers rant, bro. Say something, bro. Come on, Texas. What happened, bro? It's the losers rant, bro. Losers rant episode right now, bro.
Man,
it's Joe Deasy right here on the Bills, bro. I know about this shit, bro. You heard me? Say something, bro.
What's up, man?
Tell the people what happened.
He wants to know why you losing from your perspective.
I haven't been on my A game lately. Got some.
Step into the camera. Step in the camera. We want to see your face. Don't be shy.
Right here.
It's a big man right here, man. It's about 6'7", 330.
Scoot over, bro.
I just told you that's a big dude. You want the dude to sit on my lap?
Oh, man.
Nah, come on, bro.
So Texas, man, give us your season, your perspective of the season so far, why your team has been struggling, and what can you do to fix it?
So far, I mean, I feel like I've been struggling myself. I haven't been, constantly labbing. I've been having some personal issues, but I'm back in to my division. Pretty tough division, but we'll see what happens.
All right, man. I need maybe since Ty's your boss, maybe he'll let you bring the PlayStation up there. You set up some remote play.
Won't be no work getting done then.
It's bad enough we both ain't working right now to do this, man.
Exactly. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up.
Right. And then Joe, give us your perspective, man. What's why are you losing and you're losing rant.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh shit. I'm not playing. Yep. I'm not playing my game. I'm not playing football. I'm playing a video game. And I'm not for some reason I can't control the middle of the field. I need help understanding the middle of the field. And like I think you said it before and Ty said it too, like stop using the D line. You got to be that middle linebacker in the middle. You got to watch that middle. You got to use it that good. And I'm not comfortable doing that shit, and I can't control the middle of the field, and that's where my game goes. Cause I got enough pressure. I got this and that, but that middle of the field is hard to control. And then another thing I realized too is when you go like in like what was I saying before?
Right. Go ahead.
Somebody
What you were saying?
saying. No,
Yeah, this is Jackson.
no, the coaching adjustments. You know,
Yeah.
coaching adjustments is very crucial to what I haven't been doing, and now I know. I just realized I can adjust my team to be aggressive and play how I want to play, and they've been all conservative and doing what they want to do instead of doing what I want them to do. You know, so I didn't show that tonight because I didn't really want to show Cletus that I know some shit. I want to see him on the second round, so I could probably just, you know what I'm saying. I want to give him a black eye before he gets to the playoff.
No, I can respect that. And I know we talked about it, and I'll definitely show the visual on how to do coaching adjustments. That you do coaching adjustments on both sides of the ball now since you figured that out, or you just stick to coaching adjustments on just offense or defense?
Well, I figured out during my game with Cletus that I could do the offense shit too. I didn't know that before.
Right.
You know, nobody ever said anything about coach adjustments. Like, we'll make your team aggressive, strip the ball aggressive, conservative, make your blocking aggressive, make your D-line aggressive. Like, I didn't ever seen that before. And I'm like, damn, I'm just playing the game. And I'm like, how are these dudes just doing what they doing? Like, his team is good and he's good, but damn. If my team ain't playing how I'm pushing the buttons, then it's not going to work. I'm playing aggressive. I'm pushing the buttons aggressive, but they not acting like I want them to act.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I did speak on that, prior episode, but I didn't show like how to get to it. I tried to give a step by step on how to get.
I heard you say it. I heard you say that, and then I watched. Actually, I saw Bill. I seen the Steelers play, and then like right when he played in the first thing before he even called a play, he went down to coach adjustments. Like, ooh, like what the hell is that? What? And I think I seen you do it too, and I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
I got you.
This is why these niggas is doing what they doing, because they telling their team how they want them to play, and you pushing your buttons that way.
Yeah, that's exactly pretty much what it is. For those who didn't, for those who watching and noticed, the Jacksonville owner just jumped in, and then the Saints owner reconnected himself. So we got a nice little round robin guest thing going on here. Drew, what's going on with you?
Man, can't call it. Just happy to be back on the show again.
I see you showed up on the game of the week. I kind of, how that game was going to go, but you ended up beating the Titans fairly easy. You want to speak to that?
Yeah, it wasn't as easy as the score looks. I mean, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but my offense was a little stagnant the first couple of quarters. Now I broke off a few runs here and there to really break it open. Other than that, though, I mean, his defense is fast. They gave up on him at the end. So it wasn't.
You play?
The Titans.
The Titans.
Okay.
Yeah, the score don't really show what kind of game it was. But it was closer than that.
Yeah. Ty, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let you do your thing. Real quick though, let me jump in. Kurt, what's up in New Orleans, man? I think you got like 1 win and 5 losses or something like that. And the 1 win was a sim. You went in the playoffs last year, and now you got a goose egg kind of this year. And what's up with you down there? I mean, is it the Texas sun? Is it the New Orleans, the gumbo down there? They threw something in the gumbo in New Orleans. What's up with y'all
coaching, man? Coaching. I mean, we fired a couple coaches. You know what I mean? Now we trying to recover from that. So, you know what I mean? We got a new offensive coordinator over there. You know what I mean? With new plays, and we trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? So,
do you think that is the right time to do that? I mean, to go from the playoffs to now, like, almost a rebuild year?
Yeah, because last year, offensive coordinator, he sold me out in the playoffs. So, I mean, we had to get rid of him and hire a new offensive coordinator. But he's on the bubble too, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. No, it makes sense. I mean, you clearly something's wrong. Something's broken down there, and it's it has to turn around for you kind of like right now for you to make a good push. I mean, it's still a lot of football left and things can change. You really have to start winning some games, man. You can't afford to take 3 more losses, especially with the way the NFC is going. And the record, things like that. So,
yeah,
and I think you lost some Chargers today, right?
Yeah, I lost today. Yeah, I lost this morning. To
I mean, you're not even putting up the same points that you were putting up last year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's a new playbook. Like, I mean, like I said, I probably go back to my old playbook, and I mean, I was trying to do something different and try to have success that way, but it's not happening. I mean, as fast as I wanted to, but I mean, I don't know. I gotta figure it out.
Okay. Ty, man, it's on you, man. I started giving out these reality checks, man. I know you wanted to do that. And I named this episode that, also along with the Losers Rant. It's on you, man.
Actually, where this is coming from is me and Gates had a conversation on Wednesday. And I told him we'd do a segment on the show called Shit Just Got Real Saturdays. Because I felt, some people was getting carried away, but you know what? I've since rethought that stance. Gates still wants me to put a bunch of people on blast. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead is
do it.
What I'm simply going to do instead is say this. Here's what I was telling Gates on Wednesday when we talked on the phone. I said, listen, the game is fun. Smack talk is fun. I appreciate it like the next person.
Love it.
But there's some folks I feel that's really, really, really feeling themselves. And while I appreciate that, somebody told me something a long time ago, it's the realest shit I ever heard. When you're good, you need to run around and go, look at me, I'm good. I beat this person by this score, and I'm this and I'm that. When you're great, you don't have to say shit other people are going to tell you. So I think just a modicum of humility from some of these people will go a long way. Like, I never, ever, ever hear Adam, the Chiefs, who routinely makes playoffs and Super Bowls, say shit about nothing and nobody. I never hear Cletus running on and on about how great he is and he's the best thing since sliced bread. He might slide a DM to somebody and say something, but you don't never hear him in the chat talking shit. So
he's
why?
the DM king.
Right. Yeah. But that being said, the whole, I'm unbeatable, I'm untouchable. The last time I checked, ain't nobody in this league problem right. Ain't nobody in this league young Kiv. Ain't nobody in this league young Drenny. Ain't nobody here no professional Madden player. You know what we are? We a bunch of regular dudes with regular jobs, wives, families, and kids, and real life obligations that might have an hour or two to play a video game. So if you beat me, man, props to you. But at the same time,
We love to play the game.
But let's not get carried away like we're going out to the Vegas tournament and we're competing for $150,000 because ain't nobody in here on that level. So stop all the madness and all the shit talking like people's shit don't stink. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, my shit is reeking.
Anybody want to respond? Drew, you want to respond?
Yeah, I want to know who you're talking about.
Hey, there's
talking about me.
Huh?
He talking about me. I heard him tell you in the last, 3 episodes ago, it's like, Joe Deasy lost his damn mind.
I'm not talking about you. You lost your mind because it's 2 o'clock in the morning and my phone is buzzing. You're the cat talking to your fucking self at 8,000 people every day, every night. I get up. Oh, I got a hat mail at Terrific, at Steelers, at Jags, at Saints. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? It's 2 o'clock. Take your drunk, tired, high ass to sleep and stop talking to yourself in the chat and sending pictures of lions out and 18 pictures of fishes and houses, man. You don't bump your head away.
All right, I'll stop.
Nah, I actually don't. Now I'm used to it, man. You entertain me, brother.
That's what I'm doing. I'm entertaining y'all. I'm trying to get the fucking shit live. I'm keeping motherfuckers awake. Let's go, motherfucker. I'll wake this shit up. Let's be fun. Let's have fun. Because I lose all the goddamn time. So if I can't talk shit in this shit, I ain't having no fun. So I'm talking shit.
Hey, and one more. And then now I am going to name somebody when the shit just got real Saturday segment. Yo, Paya.
Do it.
Paya, I'm going to end this shit once and for all. That's you at GB Jesus Christ. First of all, Rodgers ain't the GOAT. Nobody wants to hear that shit no more. I'm fucking tired of that shit in the chat. Brady is better. You need to own that shit. Stop being a fucking Green Bay fanboy, and nobody wants to hear that shit in the fucking chat no more, bro. Take your one Super Bowl ass-having quarterback, this fucking chronically underachieving, and shut that shit down, bro. Don't talk to nobody in the chat unless he gets more than one ring. Done. And before you tell me,
fire.
And before you tell me, I'm gonna tell you, you shut the fuck up in the chat because I know you want to see the no, you shut the fuck up, Green Bay. Now I'm done.
Hey,
Damn.
hey, Ty, take a spit in the bottle for him right quick. Spit in the bottle on camera. Spit in the bottle, you bitch. Let's keep it lit. That's what I'm in here for. You feel me? I be talking shit at 2 a.m. to keep you motherfuckers to keep Ty keeping it real. Keep it real. Stop playing with me.
Well, the other thing
that's got real Saturday. That's I guess
it just got real.
Hey, well,
a good real moment.
Another thing.
So
I was thinking Mr. Gates before we got on this call. The thing I think that a lot of people don't understand in this game is that the game is somewhat about your skill set, but it's not always about your skill set. Sometimes Madden events are going to happen, but you also have to look at matchups in the game. Cowboys is beating WAP. Both games this season has swept them. And while I like Cowboys and I'm a fan of his gameplay and he's a good dude, I don't know that anybody in the league is going to sit here and say that you think that he's better than WAP. It's a bad matchup for him. Matchups have a lot to do with the game. So just because somebody beats somebody doesn't necessarily mean you're more skilled than that person. Because there's a lot of other things that occur in this game other than just your actual button push and your game calling, etc. So there needs to be some perspective when we're looking at matchups and who's good and who's not good before we just randomly pop off and crown people. What did Danny Green said? You want to crown their ass? Go ahead and crown their ass.
Right. So you think that even though the matchup might favor Moondog, WAP's user skill couldn't steal, or his play call still couldn't outwit, it was, wasn't witty enough to beat the Cowboys?
I really don't know, Gates, because to be honest, and I always try to keep it 100% real on this show, I haven't watched either of the games, but I will be watching the games to see what went down in that game. But since I haven't seen either game and I just seen a box score, I don't know what took place in the game.
Yeah.
To speak, I will be watching those games.
Yeah, because you said you beat him. I'm like, he beat who? He beat Bop again. I was like, again? Like, what you mean again? Like I said, lightning don't strike twice, but I guess it does in this league. You know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't have told me that he would have beat him twice this season. Not the deep ball king. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting. Drew and Bills, man. How do y'all rate the AFC? Well, I got y'all, since y'all both AFC. How do y'all rate the AFC this season?
I mean, by default, you got to put the Chiefs first because he did win a Super Bowl. Put Cletus second.
Fuck Cletus, by the way. Shout out to Cletus.
Right third. I'll put myself at fourth. And that fifth spot is a toss-up. So I just give it to the Titans because I just played him. And I know he's a better player than what happened.
Okay. That's fair. What about you, Joe? Who you got? Top 5 teams in AFC right now.
Top 5? I don't give a shit about no top 5. I'm trying to be something. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to win a goddamn game. Who the fuck gives a fuck about top 5? I ain't even thinking that far. I'm trying to complete a pass.
Okay.
Get a first down. Yeah.
Well, that's fair. That's fair to say.
Against Cletus. Fuck you, Cletus.
That's a possible answer.
I love him. I love him at the same time too, because he got so much game. You know what I'm saying? Cletus is the Ross on the AFC, bro.
You think he the best in your opinion?
I ain't even played it. I ain't played Kansas City. When the next time I play Kansas City, I'll tell you what about Kansas City when I play.
But I mean, I
play Cletus twice a year and Strong. That's my nemesis, Strong and Cletus. I
Now, who
just
you
want
think
to
is a
get
tougher
Cletus a
opponent?
black eye one time. I just want to punch him in the fucking face one time.
Who's the tougher opponent in your opinion?
Cletus. Nigga got banana
Cletus.
hands. If you heard the game, if you didn't see my game tonight, today, or this morning,
No, I didn't see it.
shit, I'm all mixed up. I got up at 5 this morning and played this nigga, man. What the fuck was I doing?
Right.
Because I got up to lab
Kurt.
this morning, and it didn't help. It furthered me go down the road because I wasn't in tune to what he do. And another thing I do is not watch other people's games and then lab on what they do and take notes on what they do. I do not watch other people's games because I'm at work. I don't have time to watch you play and scout my opponent. I don't know what they're doing. I don't.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? That, like, to me, it's no reason for me to stream my game.
Right. No, it makes sense. I mean,
it's not for me. It's for everyone else. It doesn't do anything for me because I don't have time to watch other niggas play because I'm at work.
Yeah, but I mean, the stats.
There's no way to make it like okay. Is there a way that we could keep it to where like every time you advance the league, I can still go back and look at my opponent's game? No. Every time you advance the week, it's erased. I've tried to look at other, like, okay, I know who my opponent is, and this. Like, I don't have time for that. All I got time for is my game. And I don't have time to be watching nobody else do nothing.
But you can actually see that, though, Joe. You can actually go back, or whoever streams the game, you can see their past.
Where? I'm not technology advanced like that, but I just go to.
Well, then I'll show you. I'll send you that. I'll walk you through that or whatever. And then what he means. Even with the stats, you can always look on the PlayStation and see the stats. You know what I'm saying? See
I go to Daddy Leagues and see like, this is what he does. This is what he does. But that doesn't give me no visual on how he plays the game. Hey, nobody goes in the NFL and just looks at paperwork and say, oh, they got 150 yards on the ground. They like, where does he run the ball at? Let's stop it over there. Where does he throw the ball? Let's stop it there. I don't do it. I don't have time to do that. So that's another thing. This is the loser's rant again. You know what I mean? This is the loser's rant. I'm talking shit because I lost. I told Cletus he wasn't gonna get
Joe. Hey, there's like 5 people on here, Joe.
Me, I had to mute his mic.
Damn it, man.
What?
Can we hear from the Saints and Drew and some other people?
I thought he actually
who you Kurt, who you got in the top 5 NFC, or how you feel about the NFC this year?
Top 5, honest opinion. I mean, since damn, top 5 NFC. I gotta go. Fuck. I mean, it's not gonna be no older. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just top 5.
But yeah, I know. But I'm trying to make a realistic top 5. You know what I mean? Just not who's hot right now. You know what I mean? Paya been consistent. You know what I mean? Eagles surprising me this year. 6-0. Vikings. My wallet right there. And at the Panthers, man. The Panthers tough for me. That's my. You know what I mean?
That's 4. You need one more. That's 4.
Last one, I'll probably end up getting to Seattle. Seattle's pretty tough. You know what I mean? It's my opinion. It's my top 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't expect you to put me in your top 5. I never did. So.
Of course. You know what I mean? You know what it is.
So, that's fine. Fine with me.
Yeah.
I do think the Eagles are interesting with the 6-0. Again, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if he's played any top users yet, but just to be 6-0 in the first year, it's kind of cool. He said he's going to go 16-0, so we'll see how long that run goes.
Yeah.
Vikings being 4-1 or whatever his record is, to me that's no surprise. Creasy has a good user skills. I play him. I'll actually play him this week, so we'll see. We'll see how he does. Hopefully, I can catch him off his game. My team's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Who else did you say? Green Bay. Yeah, Green Bay. He's been consistent.
Yeah, he's been consistent.
He's been consistent. Seattle Boone. Boone will be there in the long run. He'll be in the playoffs in the long run when it's all said and done. Panthers has our division right now.
Yeah, that's why I gotta say that.
Play at that level. He's just taking a loss. I don't know if he's played this week. If he takes another loss this week and I go 3-3, I think that would be his run, the end of his run for the division. So
yeah,
he allows me to tie his record, and I think that's over for him. His run in the division is over. So that's just my opinion or my counter to that top five. Ty, you want to add anything in regards to the NFC?
In terms of what top five, it depends. Like,
I mean, there's a lot of football left, but just
there is, and it's hard to say.
Who you like right now? As of right now, the top five right now.
Well, I like what Saint said. I do want to base it off who's playing well right now, as opposed to who we perceive to be good players historically. I am very impressed with Eagles walking that walk and doing what he said he's going to do. Me and him play either tonight or tomorrow, and that's going to be real interesting. Eagles, Niners low key played him last night. Got a BS Eli Apple 50-yard pass interference call. It changed the game right there because it was tied in the end of the fourth, but that is what it is. I think he's playing solid ball. Paya, definitely, I got to consider him. So I got those three so far. I do like the fact that the Panthers are doing well, with the exception of that one bad game that he played against Oakland. He's been real competitive and sound in all his games.
Okay.
WAP's still playing pretty solid. I mean, both his losses to the same person, Cowboys, and it's a divisional opponent, so I'm not going to go ahead and report on his demise just yet. He's still playing solid. That's 4. I'm trying to think. You know what? Anybody in the AFC?
Vikings or Vikings?
Yes, Vikings. Vikings is a funny guy, man. It's Creasy, not Cressy. No, I always teach you about that. Vikings is a funny dude, man. Like, I like Trev, man. Like, Trev goes from telling everybody in the chat 19,000 times that you're his nephew and he beat you in the Super Bowl by 21. I think if I hear that in the chat one more time, I'm going to take this little bit of hair I got left and try to pull it out with tweezers. We get that you beat Gates in the Super Bowl by 21 a couple of Maddens ago, brother. It's 2017. No, excuse me, it's 2018. This Madden 18 right here. Now, that being said, he goes from that extreme to, I think I'm going to lose this game. So, but he's a sound player. He's good. He doesn't make a lot of bad mistakes. He's pretty crafty, pretty good user. So I think that's the top 5. Vikings, Packers, Niners, Eagles, and Panthers.
Drew, you know your brother very well, man. With San Fran playing as good as they are right now, do you see him winning out the division, or you think he takes the number 2 spot this year in the division?
I think if he stop being stubborn and listen to what I'm trying to tell him what to do, I think he can take the division back. He's just, he's big brother, so he knows best. He'll tell you, like, he taught me how to play the game and everything like that. He say he gonna try without my advice for him, but I ain't seen him really do it yet. But
yeah, it's funny because me and him talk all the time. He says the same thing about you. Like, I keep telling Drew to do this, this, and this. He don't listen. You know what I'm saying? So to hear you say,
but the thing
reason
about it
why
is, he need to get it together. I'm okay right now, but he need to get it together. Whatever's going on this season, he got to.
It's got real. It's reality check Saturday though. She got real Saturday, so
he got to get it together. I don't know, like, he's not running the ball as effectively. I mean, he does his running back by committee thing, but I mean, you got to give somebody more than 4 or 5 carries a game to really see if they can carry your team for you when you need them to. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he has to pick up back that he can rely on. I mean, he ain't got to get 100 yards a game, maybe 60, 70 yards. That's a solid game for a running back until Rawls comes back. That just goes to show he relies on Rawls like I rely on Fournette.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. He does do that. You know, and we talked about that. I asked him, can he still win without him? And he, he's just trying to do that plug and play running back system when Ross is not there. And
difficult.
Relies more on Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
All right, any comments?
Do I have comments?
Yeah, or any questions for the guests, anything like that?
I will. You know what? I kind of heard Saints in the beginning, but I did kind of want to delve into what's going on in New Orleans just because I think season 1, you won the cusp of the playoffs, and everybody kind of noted that you was an up-and-comer. Season 2, you actually solidified that push and made playoffs. And then this season, like, the wheels have totally fallen off. And I'm curious as to what's changed or what's happened or what's different. Like, how did you go from that up-and-comer to, I watched the game today, and I was like, that's not the Saints I know. Like, I happened to be in the barber chair, and next thing you know, I click on the game, and it was like 31-something, and you just got picked again. I'm like, what in the world is going on with the Saints?
Yeah, I mean, like, all right, my first 3 games, my opponents was, like, I had tough opponents. I had Atlanta, I had KC, and I had the Raiders.
Yeah, that playoff.
So those 3 games back to back kind of messed up my confidence. You know what I mean? I'm being honest. So now I'm digging for new plays and try to not like basically those 3 losses back to back like that kind of made me think about my offense. Like, am I doing something wrong, or I'm just playing better people? So I didn't see it as me playing better people. I just see it as my offense ain't doing well. Instead of me snaking with my guns, I try to switch over, and that kind of killed me even more. If that makes sense. So now I'm trying to offense. I'm trying to figure out a new offense and not sticking with my old stuff. You know what I mean? So now obviously I got to go back to my old game and try to get my confidence back, because like I said, those back-to-back losses, it wasn't even, it was like they dominated me. It wasn't even close. So that right there kind of killed my confidence. You know what I mean? So now I'm trying to dig back out the hole, but I keep digging myself back in a deeper hole. If that, makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. And honestly, I think you touched on exactly what's wrong. At the end of the day, I always feel, I'm a big believer in you got to do what brought you to the dance. Like, you were successful, you were a playoff team because you ran your scheme and your offense a certain way. And you're right.
Yeah.
You might have played a tough block of opponents, but that doesn't mean your scheme is bad. It means maybe the mistakes you're making in that scheme, you might have to clean some things up. But ideally, I think you touched on it. You probably just need to go back to the basics and just clean up some aspects of the game, but definitely don't change it because it was good enough to make you a playoff team.
Yeah, true.
But then, Ty, too, to answer the question, like you said, we dominated them. All 3 games he was dominated. So are you willing to accept that in them 3 games you just played better opponents?
Yeah, I accepted it when it happened. Like, now looking back, like, I just got outplayed, and it wasn't like it was their users. Like they better users than me. So like they made me see one thing. Like I threw the ball and they just jump back and pick it off. So like I gotta get better of not getting baited. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like playing a mark a lot, it gets me used to trying to bait me. So like, I'm still trying to adjust to better users. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, Drew, what are you gonna say to comment on that?
Give him advice on how to keep himself from getting baited like that.
Well, go ahead, give that tip out, man. Let's hear it. Let me hear it.
Basically, what I do, like, first of all, when I pass it, I run combo routes, and I make you choose a route, and I let it clear your user vicinity. So, say I got a drag route. If you're nowhere near, I'm going to just take that drag route. If I get 4 or 5 yards, that's cool. But now the next time I run that drag route, you might go at that drag route, then that slant's wide open. You see what I'm saying? So it's more so you gotta bait them so you can get what you want to get, and also run the ball. I tell you all day, run the ball. I'm
Yeah.
gonna run the ball to blue in the face. Keep running it. You gotta make them commit to the run, make them fear the run, and then you can really go over top. That's why this year I've had more success passing the ball than I have actually running the ball. I think Fournette's got 2 games this year where he's going over 100, maybe.
And I think those are real sound points, and it is good advice. I do want to go back to something that you had asked Drew about Boone. You know what? I'm a big Seattle fan. He plays a sound game. Like, he's 4-2, but I think Boone had a really like he had a serious block of opponents to deal with in the beginning. He's only 1 game behind the Niners. They still got to play each other. Niners still have some tough opponents on his schedule. I think when it's all said and done, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be tight, but I do see Boone winning the NFC West. I don't think he's got a ton to worry about. He just played some tough opponents. It's like going back to what Saint said. Like, if I look at my first, I don't know, 5 or 6 opponents, it was insane. I played WAP. I played Eagles. I played Boone, who was undefeated when I played him. I played them. Who else did I play? I played Niners. He's a first place team. I played and I played somebody else. And I'm like, man, like, you would have thought I won a Super Bowl with my first 6 or 7 games. But it is what it is. I mean, a lot of people I noticed had some really tough, challenging games. Your slate, Gates. I think you've already played Paya. I think you had Boone. I mean, like, it's been some brutal games. So,
yeah, I got the Will. I got Chiefs this season. I got Raiders still. I got to play the Vikings.
Right. So when we look at these records and these surprises, right? Like, let's go back to what we said about New Orleans. New Orleans was a playoff team, so he got a playoff schedule. You know, Cleveland was a playoff team. He got a playoff schedule. You're 2-3, right? If you look at all these things, I mean, everybody has some pretty hard, tough, front-loaded schedules. And I think maybe that's why there's been some bumps in the road. It's not because anybody's game is falling off. It's because you're getting them playoff games you normally get in the playoffs during game 1 through damn 6.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I think the Browns, Drew, you can speak on it, man. I heard he had like a self-destruction.
Yeah.
During your game. Not to take anything away from you, but, you know,
I won't call
you know, was he up that game and then lost it late, or?
It was close though, but I won't say he's self-destructed. I just think my team's actual overall rating came in and played a part in the rest of the game, how the rest of it went.
Okay.
I mean, he tried to C-ride on me a couple of times. That's the real no-fly zone down there in Jacksonville. I just want y'all to know that. That's the real no-fly zone. Don't throw it there. You better just try to run the ball. But other than that, though, I mean, he still played a good game. You know, Kaiser still made a couple of throws that I was kind of, you know, a little shocked about. But other than that, I won't say he had a self-destruct. It was just, I think the game was predetermined before it was played.
Well, that's fair to say. You know, some people have that theory, that Madden theory, where, you know, the games are like predetermined before they're actually played. So, you know, you can, and then depending on the flow of the game, you can also feel it. It feels like that way sometimes too. I know where me and Tyler played, I felt like they already picked Tyler to win this game, but I like somehow figured out a way to win that last game of the season that time.
I did think I was gonna lose that game though, because I thought he's gonna come back because he blocked a field goal in mine. No, here we go. I did that.
Yeah, but things like that happen. Then rare things happen. Like, oh, here we go.
Like when you said that one episode, you just sunk down in your chair. That's what happened to me. I just sunk. Like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah. You know, you throw that drag he's been hitting all season, and all of a sudden,
10 yards out of bounds.
Yeah, you know, the Julio, the play that, you know, my go-to end zone play is like, now he's dropping it. He's been catching that a million times. You play Green Bay, he doesn't want to hold on to the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's like, here we go.
He also dropped it in real life too, though. So
yeah, but you guys want to know something though? That's a real good point, because I don't know. I think the way we all approach the game from a mental standpoint has a lot to do with who wins and loses too, as opposed to skill set. Like in-game decision making, how you react to adversity. Like for me, honestly, I'm so used to negative adversity that when something negative happens, I kind of don't feel like here we go. I kind of expect it. I'm dead serious. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have none at all. Or like I'll always tell people, man, if you have my hand in life, you cut yours off. I mean, negative bullshit always happens to me in the game. So for me, like, it's frustrating, but I've had to come back a lot, so I'm used to that. I'm used to adversity. I'm a slow starter, so I'm used to starting out in the hole. And I always have a lot of faith in my defense, and they always sound and they always keep me in the game. My mindset going into a game is never about the opponent. It's never about I think somebody's better than me. My mindset going into every single game is if I don't throw 4 picks and I play a clean game, I'm going to be there at the end when it counts. I never go into a game going, oh, man, like this person's just going to beat me. And when I throw that bullshit drag that doesn't hit, and like you said, it's 10 yards out of bounds, and I see that pick, I shake my head. I'm kind of like, man, shit. But I'm like, I just got to look to get a stop to hold it down and try to get the ball back. So, I don't know.
That drag hit against Seattle, though. For that 99 yards. I saw that.
Well, see, cool. It's funny because I talked to Boone after the game about that. And even though I said I never had that here we go, like the way that game started out, I'm like, okay, I lost my 3rd starting offensive lineman to a broken rib injury. I'm like, how the hell do I have 3 linemen out with broken ribs? Like, what are they not padded up? Like, what the hell's going on? Then I threw a bullshit like a pick. That his dude had that stupid ass animation where he kind of jumps up, but then he dives like kind of straight back. I'm like, how the hell you catch the ball backwards? You Odell at the linebacker position? I was down 10-0, but I'm like, you know what, man? There's a lot of time left in the game, man. I just got to do what I do and chip away. And just goes back to what I said, man. No matter what happens in the game, I'm used to bullshit fuckery. So I just dig in and try to contain it and not let it get to me mentally. Now, if I could stop getting pass interference calls for 50 and 60 yards a rib, I'll be good.
It's a big if, though.
Yeah, because you don't control that part of it, man. It's funny, man. I watched a lot of people that use it. And going back to Drew's user tip, here's the other thing I've noticed about certain people with users in the league. The people that we deem are really good users in the middle, with the exception of Paya, none of them blitz. So it's super duper key to listen to what Drew said and wait for them to clear. Wops uses a mother and his brother, but they sit there and play 7, 8 people in coverage. So it's super imperative to be patient. You ain't gonna have to worry about heat because they ain't sending nobody.
Right.
So all of those people with them good Gates never hardly blitzes. Gates will sit there and just stay in coverage and let you go ahead and throw the ball. And most of us have that inclination to see that first read. We think is open. Within 2 seconds of the ball being hyped, you zipping that damn pass out there. And that's what they want. And you just got to understand they're not blitzing you. They ain't going to send no heat. Sit there in that pocket, take your time, and if need be, don't be afraid to run with your quarterback. I don't care if you only get 3 or 4 yards. That's one of the things I like about Cleveland's game. Don't be afraid to zip out that pocket. I started doing it with Davis Webb. My rookie's a little slower, so he ain't going to go too far. But, man, don't be afraid to take 3 or 4 yards. It's just like a run play. They want to sit there with 8 in coverage and run around the middle of the field and stand there and hover. Have at it.
That's exactly.
Go ahead and bring that. I mean, that's cool, but you go ahead and bring some of the quarterbacks you can't bring out of that pocket. You know what I'm saying? Especially with like a Wop or a Cletus. They got that aggressive strip on.
Yeah.
And they, so you got to pick your poison. You know what I'm saying? With that.
I started thinking from a strategy standpoint, though. And it's funny, I was talking with Cletus about this. And I've actually done it in the last 2 games. And my thing is this, like, if somebody wants to use it in the middle of the field, you really have to be cautious about going in the middle of the field. But then here's what you got to understand. They can't stand in the middle of the field and cover the sides. They can't stand in the middle of the field and use her in the secondary. You want to stand in the middle field against me? I'm gonna take my shots deep. Use it at. Unless he's got 100 speed and he's gonna run out there on that damn fly pattern. Like, you just gotta be creative with those users.
Yeah, and understand too, like a person like myself, a person like doing a personal walk, we use it to field because we drive the traffic there on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we make it to where the only vulnerable place on the field is the middle of the field. So when you say attack the sides, that's the bait we want you to go for. Throw into the heavier coverage. The softer spots of the coverage is usually where we're at, where we're standing at. But like how Drew said, you also have to bait us. You almost have to, we're both throwing bait out there. We're throwing a bait to hope you throw towards us, but then in return, like you said, you almost have to have a high-low concept.
Yep.
Where it's a drag with something over the top to also bait us back. You know what I'm saying? Make us pick and choose and then take the lesser of the two evils. So that's, it's a chess match. It's always a chess match. I think those are definitely some good tips. I wouldn't suggest running them slow behind quarterbacks outside of that pocket. I mean, outside the pocket is cool, but you can bring them across that line of scrimmage if you want to. I see WAP, I see Cletus. They go right to stripping and aggressive tackle. You know what I'm saying? They don't.
Well, hold on a second though, because there's this little thing. It's called the square button, and I use it all the time, and that's why I don't have any quarterback strips. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's this square button. But if you press it, your quarterback dives on the ground, and you can't strip him. That's just me. I don't sit there with my 220-pound quarterback and sit there and try to take on linebacker hits and use the strip fumbles and all of that. Man, I'm saying roll out the pocket. If nothing's open, don't try to force something in there. Man, scramble out the pocket. When them dudes start coming, man, you better dive. That's what I do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely a chess match, man.
That's what I told my brothers.
Yeah, but he has Russell Wilson, so he should be able to take
that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's 3 yards though. If you get 3 yards on 3 straight plays, you put yourself in a much more manageable.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, 3 yards on 3 plays, you're a yard short, 4th and 1. You got to punt it, so you need a little bit more.
On the right side, you get it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't take Drew's advice. You get 3 yards, 3 plays, you're gonna be 3 and out every time. 4th and 1.
3 or 4. Well, everybody ain't got 4 nets, so I ain't got to worry about
it. Right. There's been some games that's already been played. I'm assuming this week. So.
Hey, can you send DZ that link again? I'm telling him that he's hitting me up, but I'm telling him to just go ahead and re-click back on the link, and he's saying he doesn't have it no more. I can't send it to him.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
While we doing that, I got a question for the Saints.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get in contact with you for a couple of weeks now.
Contact with me?
Yeah, I'm trying to get somebody off of you, but you ain't saying nothing to me about it.
Nah, man, I won't trade, man. I'm one of those guys. Yeah.
You might have to though.
The way he said it, you might have to.
Yeah. Speaking of that, man, again, man, I appreciate that Miles Jack trade. It's been phenomenal for me.
I wanted to speak on that. Even though a lot of people think, well, you trade away Miles Jack, your defense is going to take a hit. It hasn't. I really feel like my defense has actually done better so far this year opposed to last year at this time. So, do we miss Miles Jack? Sometimes. But I drafted right at that spot, so I got a replacement. And I got other linebackers who come in and they fill in their spots right. So, you're welcome. Just treat him right. If ever he acts up and you want to send him back, we'll take him, but we don't need him.
Nah. The way that this contract is set up, he's going to be there for like 5 years. I think you can give him some crazy Cletus deal where he has like no money.
I didn't do that.
He has years on his contract.
I didn't do that.
Oh, well, hey, I'm going to take it. I just signed Deion Jones, to a 7-year deal. So, my linebackers are good. I snatched up a linebacker off the Saints practice squad who was low-key, a sleeper. So, we're good, man. We're good.
I was trying to get Lattimore from Nessa.
I tried that, too. He's not going to trade.
I ain't going to let
it go.
Yeah. So again, I got you guys on here. Let's do I know some of these games have already been played, so let's go Let's go next week's picks. 49. I even hate
Hold
to
on,
ask it. The 49ers and the
I
Dolphins.
just jumped back in here, so I just want to say y'all talked about the Chargers giving up Melvin Gordon that started this conversation, right?
Nah, but
Chargers does that dumb shit every season, and every season I tell him not to trade Melvin Gordon. He goes ahead and trades Melvin
And he
Gordon.
traded him to the Eagles. What the fuck are you thinking about?
Eh,
To the nigga that said he gonna be 16-0. You gonna give that nigga a running back? Are you serious? Oh, I like the Miller Lite, bro. I like it.
yeah, but I mean that's an interesting trade. What did he get in return for that?
I don't know. I don't know. But
I
he
think
said,
that's-
I fuck up every season, and this is my fuck up for the season.
I
Giving
want
the
to say,
Eagles Melvin Gordon. Really? What's wrong with you?
he got a tight end. I want to say he got a tight end.
In the first
Tight
pick?
end from Gordon.
I think it depends, man.
In the first pick?
If the Chargers end up going well,
See, that's what I'm saying. We need to look into this shit. Like, what the fuck happened? What was that about?
I mean, it all depends.
Where the administrators at? You should have stepped in and said, no, you can't do that, bruh. What the fuck are you giving up, bruh? That don't make no sense, dude.
I mean, it depends.
Where the fuck
he
the
has
administrators at, bruh?
if he has a good season, then it's a question of rolling the dice. Like, if he has a good season, it was a good move. But if he has a terrible season, then it's a bad move. So it all depends.
Ty staring. Look, he looking up shit right now. Like, what
Yeah, I see what happened with that deal, man. That deal. Real quick, I got the let's do week 8 picks. 49ers, Dolphins. I mean, it's clearly say we all got 49ers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We got Packers and the Bears. Do you think Bears can finally sneak one in on the Packers or no?
No.
Okay. Bengals and Ravens. Who you got?
Ooh.
Bengals and Ravens?
Ravens.
You got one Ravens. Tyler, you got Bengals, Ravens?
You know what? I'll be talking to prime time, the Bengals, man. I got Bengals.
Kirk, that's your guy, man. You work with him. What's up, man? Bengals or the Ravens? Who you got?
I go Bengals.
Joe Diesel, who you got? Bengals, Ravens?
Well, I ain't making no pick.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and go with the Ravens on that one. Browns and the Titans.
Ooh.
Is the Titans, are the Titans having a Cinderella year, or is he doing what he said he was going to do? And then was the Browns, was his winning due to him being new? Have you been figured out? Who you guys got in that?
I got the Browns.
Drew, who you got?
Browns.
Browns? All right. Kurt, who you got? Browns or Ravens? Browns or Titans?
I go Browns.
I'm going to go with Titans. Ty, who you got?
Well, that's doo-doo, huh?
It's going to be tough, but, man, you know what? This is the second time I'm going to do this because I want to say Browns, but I think Titans is on a low mission. I'm going to go Titans, too.
All right. Cardinals and the Rams? Who you guys got?
I got Cards.
I'm going to go Rams. Who you got? Cards or the Rams?
I'll take the Rams.
Kurt, who you got?
I got Rams.
And Joe Deasy, you still ain't making no picks, right?
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
I got you. Then we got you.
I'm only here
Chiefs
so I
and
don't
Broncos.
get fined. Keep asking me them cutting questions. I'm only
I
here
got
so
you.
I don't get fined.
Got you. We got Broncos and the Chiefs. Broncos are 4-2, man. So, Robbie Anderson trade was huge for Doc. He's finally taking some deep shots down the field. Who you got? Chiefs? You said Chiefs, right?
Yeah, Chiefs.
All right. Ty, who you got?
I got Chiefs.
Kurt, who you got?
Those Indians.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chiefs too. You know, Doc's 4-2. I think Chiefs. Got his number. They play all the time. So we got Moondog versus Organized Chaos. The Steelers, man. Moondog seems like he has the Redskins number this year. Steelers are still running that Organized Chaos style football. They're both teams 2-3. Who you guys got?
I got the Cowboys.
I think he's
I got some confidence now.
Yeah, I think he definitely has some confidence beating them twice. Who you got though, Kurt?
I go with Pittsburgh.
Right, you're a Pittsburgh fan. You're biased. I totally get it. Ty,
Yes.
who you got?
You know what? Drew said it best, man. I think Cowboys is feeling himself, but not to where it's going to go to his head. But I think he's in a good space. I'm going to pick the upset and go with the Cowboys.
I'm going with Steelers. I put my faith in Moondog last year. He let me down. I learned my lesson. I'm not doing that this year. I'm going with the Steelers. I'm not picking Moondog no times this season. Just putting that out there. And we got now here we go. Well, this is probably game of the week. Eagles versus the Redskins. And then WAP is 4-2. WAP took them 2 losses. Can WAP make him 6-1, or you think the Eagles is going to do what he said he's going to do and dominate? What you guys got?
6-1. 6-1. I'm calling this one. This is the game.
Oh, okay. Yo, Deezy's back.
You goddamn right. I'm saying something on this one. Let's go, WAP. I got WAP on this one. Just because of the sake of the league that this nigga don't go 16-0 like he said. Let's go, WAP.
I can respect it. Who you got, Drew?
Yeah, I think I got WAP too. I think he brings the Eagles down to earth a little bit.
Bring him back to earth.
Kurt,
I got drugged down to earth.
I'm going with 16-0.
You know, Eagles?
Oh,
I'm going with 16-0.
oh. What?
I want to see this.
Ty, who you got?
See 16-0?
Yeah, a couple of things.
You want to see 16-0 for real?
It's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I feel you though. Like let's smack these niggas in the head. They think they all they raw. You know what I'm saying? Gates and all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Cletus too. Smack them niggas in the head right time. Okay, I feel you, but at the same time,
I got faith in the
Eagles.
Eagles.
Come on, he going 16-0 already. He calling it out. No, we gonna
No cockiness, man.
head, nigga. I'm gonna knock you in your head. You might lose to me from the Bills, nigga.
All right, Ty, who you got?
You feel me?
Well, there's a couple of things to look at. The first thing is it's real possible Eagles might not be undefeated when he plays Redskins, because me and him play this week, either today or tomorrow. So I'm gonna put that out there first and foremost. Secondly, I got WAP because Eagles said something that I think is gonna be a big problem, and that's that he is having a difficult time stopping a deep ball. And he said that in the chat. That's the last area you can have a weakness in when you're playing WAP.
Get him, WAP.
I mean, Kurt, you know me, man. I hate the Eagles in real life.
Yeah, I know.
I hate them on a video game. I ain't picking the Eagles ever. So I'm gonna go with the Redskins. You know what I'm saying? If I had to join the league and they say, yo, we got the Eagles, the only team available, I ain't joining the league. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
Keep it real Saturday or
I'm
something
good.
like
My
that?
hate for them is that bad. So
I smell it.
yeah, I'm going with the Redskins, man. So that's definitely a good game to watch. And then we got myself versus the Broncos. I mean, I guess we have to talk about it now because he beat me this year. So let's talk about it. Who y'all guys got?
The Broncos?
I mean, not the Broncos, the Buccaneers.
I was about to say, man, how you play them twice?
What week is this?
No, Buccaneers.
I got you, Gates, bro. Come on, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Appreciate that.
I'm going opposite.
Well, I expect
I
some
got
hate.
Bucks by 14.
I expect it from you, but I expect it
14. Calling points and shit. Get the fuck out of
Bucks
here.
14.
Hey, you know what that
By
reminded me of
14.
when you told Cletus last week, hey, don't look at me like that, Cletus.
Can we bet that? Can we bet that? Can we bet the line on that?
All right.
You're a beer drinker.
I got Bucks
Let's go.
14.
Bet a 6-pack.
He said bet a 6-pack on Bucks.
Word. Word.
Then we got
What's your address?
we got Jacksonville. We got Jacksonville and the Texans. Well, Ty, who you got? Ty, you got the Bucks over me, or you know?
You know what? I don't see Bucks beating him twice. But then again, I didn't see Cowboys beating the Redskins twice. But
Miracles are possible in this league, Ty.
But I gotta go with the Falcons. I think this game was personal to you. I think that you realize, you know, if you are gonna take that division, you can't keep dropping games. I think you bounce back with your old playbook.
Thank you, sir.
I got a question about that game. So you think it's personal to him? You don't think it's personal to the Bucks that he called them out all last year?
Yeah, I do think it is. Obviously, you're right. That's a good point. But I think Gates, listen, in case none of y'all here haven't noticed, Gates might be the most proud dude in this damn league. Don't let Gates pride. Gates has that cool veneer, but Gates is like all of us, and he doesn't like to lose. And I know he's been taking some heat, and I think he's on a mission to basically right some wrongs, and I think he gets a chance to go with the Bucks. I think Bucks took it personal, but I mean, I still got to ride with Gates.
Thank you. Then we got Jacksonville and the Texans. I mean, Texans already said he's been having issues. He's been living. He's been working. It's hard not to go against Jacksonville.
I'm wearing the German Shepherd mask this week on the underdog. Let's go, Texans.
Okay.
I got the Cats. The Cats, Jacksonville. I got the Jags.
Texas is my boy. We work together. I brought him in the league. I try to give him some good games,
Texas.
but that's where it stops. Jags is powerful. Like Texas would have to play a perfect game to win, and I don't see that happening.
All right. Okay. Then we have
It could happen though. It could happen.
Anything could happen.
Yeah, anything happen.
Yeah, anything could happen.
What?
I think somebody wrote that this week. Somebody said anything can happen during the week.
Well, keep in mind these are predictions.
I don't know
we're not writing history. This ain't lead pipe locks. We're just giving our viewpoints of who we think's gonna win.
Oh, come on.
All right, then Joe D, we got your division. We got the Patriots and the Jets, man. You going with Patriots?
Fuck no.
You want to Cletus over the Patriots?
Cletus all day. All day. Cletus all day.
Okay. Joe, who you got?
The Patriots, because the Jets beat me.
Okay. Well, disgruntled.
So I need
him.
Disgruntled Jack. I need him to lose at least one game so we can have the same record.
I got you. Kurt, Todd, who you guys got?
Actually, I think the Jets gonna go undefeated.
Who said that?
I said that. I think the Jets gonna go undefeated. I don't see nobody beating them.
You gotta see me again.
Okay, I'm gonna go with
Round 2 is gonna be special. I just saw what he got. He ain't
well, you know, a couple
I
episodes ago, I told Patriots
what
they were
episode is
split.
this?
I told Cleves they were split.
What episode
I gotta
is
stick
this?
with that.
14,
I think Sean
15?
has to win
17.
the game for my prediction that should come true. I'm gonna go Patriots. Tyler, who you got?
If there's any game that Cleves takes personal, it's him against Patriots.
Exactly.
That's the one game. I don't care about no other game on the calendar. That's the one game that if you circle that game, Cletus looks at the beginning of the season and go, yup, whatever I got to do by hook or crook, I'm beating that dude. Especially because Strong's been real competitive with him this year. And I know he's not real keen on that. He wants to be the dominant dude in the East. I'm going with the Jets.
Okay.
Yeah, tough. Hey.
Then we have Detroit versus the Giants. I spoke to Detroit earlier today. I tried to get him to be a guest on the show. He's working. He's really rebuilding over there, man. So I'm going with Giants. That's an easy win. That should be an easy win for you, Ty. Who you guys got?
I go with the Giants in this one.
What's your game plan, Ty?
NYC.
What's
Ty,
your game plan
for attacking?
You know what? My game plan is in Detroit. I don't sleep on Detroit. Detroit played.
Work with them?
Detroit's had some tough games early out the gate too, and I think what happened to Saints is what's happening to him.
So,
I know he.
So you've been watching his games?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's had some tough games. He's played some close games. I think it's a confidence issue, the same as what Saints was saying. He had Paya twice in like 4 games. And I know he thought this was going to be a big bounce back season for him, and he took a few losses early. So I don't know if mentally his head is in the game. That being said, he's a solid player, so I don't sleep on him. So my game plan is to play it tight, do what I always do, and that's try not to give out a lot of turnovers and scratch one out.
Okay. And then the last game we have Oakland and the Chargers. What you guys got? I'm gonna go.
Is that the Board? That's the Board brothers?
No, that's Franco
Versus one of the Board brothers.
The Chargers
I think Oakland got it together this year.
Raiders.
The Raiders. Yeah, Chargers and the Raiders. He says he has the Raiders number all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I'll go with Chargers.
You going with Chargers?
Yeah,
He's
I couldn't
struggling
beat the
this year.
Raiders.
He don't have Melvin
Fine.
Gordon. He's gonna
Don't-
suffer that. He's gonna suffer that fucking dumbass decision. He's gonna get his ass
I
trashed.
agree.
Let's go.
I
Oakland.
agree.
Keep it in the Bay, baby.
I'm
One
going
love. You shouldn't have traded to Melvin Gordon,
I
you
agree.
dumbass.
I totally agree with that. I agree with that. Drew, you around?
Yeah, I'm right here. I got Oakland.
Oakland. Tyler, who you got? Oakland or Chargers?
The Bay. Keep it in the Bay, baby. The Yay area.
You know what? Give me 1 second. You know what? I'm gonna pick Chargers. I'm gonna pick Chargers. Raiders is solid, but you know what? Chargers, he's lost a few games. I think he's kind of somewhat trying to find his mojo back, and I think he comes back this game. And I'm gonna step out for a minute, y'all.
Yeah. See that? That's how the Chargers gonna lose. Just like he stepped out.
Well, the Chargers beat the Saints today. I mean, and they didn't have Melvin Gordon. You think that's because Saints are struggling? Or
Oakland is a different beast, though. Oakland is a different beast.
yeah, I play Oakland.
Where
like
they
I think
playing at too? I don't know where they playing. They playing Oakland or Chargers? If they playing in LA or they playing what in San Diego, I get an edge to the Chargers by a field goal at the end of the game to win the game. But if they playing in Oakland, they getting his ass whooped.
No, they're playing in San Diego.
Okay, well, all right. I can understand the Chargers winning by 3 then.
I think they lose
Because
regardless.
it's home field advantage. You know what I'm saying? He got the crowd. He got the thing. If you don't make no mistakes, the Chargers could beat the Raiders.
Yeah,
But he can't make no mistakes because you know what I'm saying. Like if you can't make no mistakes without Melvin Gordon no more. Like you don't have that backup. You don't have that dude.
But like you said earlier,
making
that's
that move against and then you playing your rival in the. No, but without Melvin Gordon, but he can't do what he used to do to the Raiders. He can't. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I don't understand why he would do that.
I think we're all in agreement.
I don't understand why he would give that and then give it to the dude.
Even if he's home, he might win by a field goal, but he has to play a flawless game.
Says he's going to be 16-0. Wow. How? Why? I don't respect the Chargers no more.
Who's that? Yeah, well, yeah,
I don't respect the Chargers no more by selling Melvin Gordon that way.
Yeah,
to the Eagles too. I don't respect the Chargers no more. I'm going Oakland. Get him, wild boy. Get him, boy.
That's fine.
Drag his ass through the mud.
Drew, you want to buy this week or you?
Yeah, I got to buy.
Okay, and who's your opponent next week? Oh, yeah, we already picked your win. Yeah, we got.
Oh, I got beat by I got drugged through the mud by Cletus. 73-7.
You have a bye next week, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you have a bye. Yeah, you have a bye.
I don't.
Your next opponent will be the Broncos in Week 9. What's your game plan going into that game?
I got to go back to what I did in the beginning of the season. Is just simplify everything I do. Just make everything simple for me. Just play football. Okay. Don't play video games. Play football. Strategize. Make fucking calculated decisions. Throw the ball where it's open. If it's not gonna be complete, just take the fucking sack. But don't throw a pick. I be playing video games, bro. I just play video games till I get home from work and I just push a button.
Yes.
And then
So
I'll be like,
that's
fuck. I want to win, but it's too late to win.
Yeah. Now that's changed for you now this year? You said you're gonna strategize and play football this year, right?
Yeah. I started that way.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I got off of my shit and went back to playing video games.
I got
when
you.
I
Now,
have an opponent, when I play like Strawn and Cletus, they pull me out of my game plan just because I feel so pressured to score all the time instead of like being. I mean, if you go back and look at the game in the beginning of the game, I was playing Cletus pretty good. I played Strawn pretty good. Then it just turns into shit, bud, because I started playing video games with these niggas. Like fuck it, bud. Like fuck.
I got you. So look, Joe, to answer your question,
I got off work. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I'm just in here. This dude's been
Joe,
practicing all day.
To answer your question earlier, Joe, in regards to not using a defensive lineman and using in the middle of the field, my best tip today, when you pick that linebacker, just try to play them two in the middle of the field. Try to play either them two hash marks, try to defend the two in between the two hash marks, or be more on the left side of the field. You know, just a couple yards.
Yeah. I understand what you were saying. You said if you do your job, cover this part of the field you're supposed to cover, and then the rest of your team will fucking follow suit. Now, soon as you get out of that fucking zone to where you're supposed to cover, everything goes to shit.
Yeah,
I got you. I heard what you said. I got you, and I trust me. I know.
Yeah, and the whole L2, man. The whole L2, you do the crabbing versus running around.
I know that. Come on, man.
Got you, bro. All right, well, you know.
I got strafe down. It's just like speed button. Even on speed button, when the running back, don't hold the speed button when you're running. Run and let your block set up. Then you speed button. Then you hit the speed button. Even when like you said, like I don't never let the computer catch the fucking passes for me. What? I'm so slow. I throw the pass and be like, oh shit, he didn't catch, because I didn't click onto him and do what I wanted him to do. I'm just holding triangle, but damn, he ain't doing what I do because I didn't hit circle first.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I mean,
I'm a fucking paddle retard, bro. I'm gonna get this shit back. You know, it's speed, but I'm dealing with these. You know, I'm 40. You know, I'm old, considered old. And I knew when I played the 49ers, I knew this nigga was about 19, 20 years because his fucking hands are too fast. Because what he's doing is like, I can't compete with that. I can't.
Right.
His jiu-jitsu skills are fucking awesome, but that's the only person I ever said his shit is awesome. Because he's like, oh yeah, Watt told me. I was like, oh, you the dude that, you're his brother that I heard about in the goddamn episode, huh? You're his brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's his little brother, yeah.
I didn't know who I was fucking with. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's another thing too, like know who you fucking with too when you playing. Use a skill.
So Kurt, you got closing remarks, man?
I thought you was gonna show the people how to
get up out of here. Jump off this thing.
Show the people how to do the coaching adjustment.
Not really. I just gotta who do you think gonna win our division?
I'm gonna win it, man. You know. I mean, I know Panthers are playing good right now, but I don't think he can play consistently at that winning level.
Same thing with Saints. Who you think will win your division?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. That's gonna be tough. That's a damn good question.
I think that determines who wins the night. Who wins the day?
Possibly. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be real close between WAP and Eagles.
I mean, it's tight. What's your game plan? I mean, because we're already right now. No disrespect to you, but we're already. Well, it seems to be as if we already writing the Eagles 7-0. Like he's already going to get past you. And in fairness, he hasn't played you yet. What is your game plan going into this game?
Well, hold on. We did play once, and he beat me. Maybe it was 35-28. It was funny because the game, I was in his red zone with about on his like 16-yard line with maybe, I don't know, 20 seconds left in the game with a chance to tie the game up. I threw a drag route to Evan Ingram. He got both of his feet clearly in, but they said he was out of bounds. It didn't get challenged, and that ended the game. So the game went down to the wire. So my game plan going into the game, he didn't do anything overpowering on offense. It's just a really quick timing. He runs a good West Coast style offense, lots of out routes, lots of quick short passes. He mixes in the run really well. Doesn't take too many deep shots. He just plays a real good, clean, sound game. And his defense is kind of the same way. It's nothing flashy, but he doesn't give up a lot of yards, and he's just a good, sound, solid player all around. So my game plan, really, I'm not going to do anything different or special. If we played to where it was basically the game almost went to OT, I don't really need to change or tweak anything. I need to give up some less points, and I need to score more points. That's basically it. There's nothing in particular I need to do differently.
Okay. Who you guys think wins the AFC North? The Browns, the Ravens, or the Steelers? I mean, that division's kind of struggling this season. Who do you think wins that division this year?
The Steelers, because everybody is struggling so bad.
You think Steelers wins this division?
Because what? What'd he say? What'd you say?
Yeah, because I think the Steelers win the division because everybody is playing so bad. But like you said, he got that organized chaos.
Well, they got new additions, and they don't know what they do with them. And Bill's been doing what he's been doing. I don't know, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying.
Okay.
How you think was it?
I don't know about anything else that's going on besides me losing. So let me just be quiet.
So who got win AFC North?
You know, it really depends. I need to see Browns next game or two. I can't answer that at the moment. I need to see how Browns plays in the next game or two. I mean, he's had a rough stretch. He didn't start off the way he wants to, but he's consistent and he's solid. So it just depends.
Okay, he plays the Steelers, I think. I think he said he plays the Steelers. So.
Well, that's why I said I kind of need to see like what happens in this next game or two.
Yeah. Now, do you feel confident about Pollard winning? Oh God, I said his name. Do you think about Green Bay winning?
I'm sorry.
Do you feel confident still that the NFC North goes to Green Bay? Or you think Creasy, fulfills his prophecy saying he wins it?
No, I think the NFC North goes to Green Bay. I know Creasy's not 100% happy with his team. I mean, he's made some improvements, and I know he feels they're a little better. But I know he's not high on Bridgewater. I know he's not high on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Tell him to get with Gabby. I told Gabby.
Excuse me.
Okay,
Gabby? She said she doesn't know. She told me to come and.
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you. You too. All right.
I was so tempted. I was so tempted to be like, "Hey, lady, get out of here."
Well, it's funny because my shifts are changing, so everybody's. Well, long story short, Chris is happy with his team. I know he's not real big on Bridgewater. I know he doesn't think he has a lot of the pieces he needs to win, and he's not joking when he says some days that he feels like he's not on. So I think Pie's playing at a high level, and I still think the division goes to him.
Yeah, well, hopefully, Creasy still playing at a bad level today, so I can get this win. Go ahead. Sorry, just this run that I'm trying to make happen. So
back to you.
Do you think Panthers win the division? Do you think Panthers honestly win the division this year?
I think. Yeah.
Keep in mind, we have to play twice. We still haven't played. And he hasn't beaten me yet.
I think they found out your formula. I think they found the formula to beat you.
Okay.
And that's make you throw with luck because he can't throw.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You can't go deep with, that post route. I think they figured that post route out.
Julio still leads the league in receiving, man, at 32 years old, man. I mean, the post is still working.
That's what different opponents. You're not facing your conference. Your division. You know what I mean? So I think when you play your division, besides me, because I'm trash, but the Bucks kind of shut that down. I think the Panthers is going to study that film and try to not repeat it, but try to put some kind of pressure, on you. to try to eliminate that pass.
It's funny that you say that. Like Ty always says, the post, the post, the post. But I'm like, yo, it's not. It's
Yes,
not just
sir.
the post.
That's all you got. The post in the out route. That's the only thing you do.
So y'all
Oh,
stop.
shit.
I feel like WAP. I feel like WAP.
What?
Figure it out.
Oh shit, that's all he does.
That's all he does. The post and out
That's
route.
all he does. What do you do?
And that
What
little,
do you do?
and that
You
that
exposing
little
him?
not slant, but that drag route with Julio.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
a
shit,
couple of things. First of all, I mean,
I gotta put.
I say post because you do thrive off that post. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is. I mean, but the other thing too, though, I mean, I don't think Luck is nowhere near as bad as everybody's trying to make him out to be. I don't think there's no quarterback that I've seen in this entire game. I don't think the quarterback play from anybody's that good, to be honest with you. I don't know what it is this year. I don't think it's just an awareness thing. I don't think it's a short, medium, deep thing. I don't think quarterback play is that good. Maybe there's different mechanics involved. I think every quarterback I've seen make some bad throws and some errant throws. I mean, Andrew Luck's one of the best in the game, period. If he's making bad throws, I don't think it's just on him. Like,
No, it's
that's
not.
the gameplay this year.
No, it's not.
Bad
But
coach.
I feel like I've made more consistent throws with Matt Ryan versus Luck, and that's all it is for me. Like, where I know, but because it was times I was cussing Matt Ryan out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, you didn't make that throw.
You just used to
you know,
that.
it is.
You used to Matt Ryan throwing the ball instead of Andrew Luck.
Yeah, so my timing is just different. With this quarterback versus that, and to address the post, man, it's funny. I mean, it's guys like Ty, like when you first play, you were like cover 4 heavy. I just wanted to show like, yo, I'm not afraid to take that shot on the cover 4, or that cover 3. You play that bend and don't break defense. It'll just make it now something you have to worry about. Like, you can't just sit back there and 8 coverage and think that I can't bomb that over the top or something like that.
Can I interject right here? I'm gonna tell you, Gates, like this. They just gave you a gym.
Oh, saying
they gave you something that everybody knows about you. Right.
Yeah.
Now use that for that. Use that against them.
Yeah. I will. And the Saints can. It's a difference when hearing that, Joe, and then playing it going against on the field, because Saints can say that, but I hit him with that all the time. He still hasn't figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
You say that I run the post and that, but I do hit you with that all the time. You still haven't figured it out.
Julio was kicking your ass. That's what he's saying.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Let's keep it real. Keep it real Saturday.
I don't
right?
have the personnel to stop it.
Saturday?
You know what I mean? I know how to stop it. I just don't have the personnel to stop it. You know what I mean? So that's the difference.
All right, put your D in on the other side in the fucking zone. That's how you stop it.
That's how you stop a deep post, is putting your D in on the other side.
No, how you
I thought he was talking about a dragon route.
No,
the deep post is you gotta put your opposite corner on a deep on a deep half. You know what I mean? And he will stop that. He will stop that slant route.
That's why I be losing, Ty. You just figured my problem out right there.
Drew, you got any comments, man? I played you. I think Earl Thomas was your key factor, because had it not been back there, I'd have been throwing it. I would have tested. I tested that fly zone, no fly zone comment. In our game last season.
I ain't really got no comments, like you said. Like, Earl Thomas was just playing out of his mind last season.
I wasn't. I think the game where you actually played, that trucking became real. Like, ever since you played that game and Fournette was just running people over, I think that's been like the. I see a lot of guys now running with their down, running guys over.
That's all I do now. I don't try to juke or spin no more. I'm just gonna try to run right through you, because he do it. It don't matter who it is. He's running over linebackers. So
I see Watt doing it. Your brother's now trying to do it with Ross now. You know what I'm saying? Guys are just lowering their head.
Might as well, because when you juke, it slow them down so you can get caught. You might as well just try to truck and just keep it going. Fall forward.
Yeah.
That's what I do. But as far as that post,
well, man, what?
None.
Say it again? Okay.
I got a question for the Jags. I got a question for the Jags. What's going to take for you to beat the Jets? Like safety, I mean in the playoffs.
For Allen Hurns to catch the ball. I mean, 'cause that's the reason.
Yeah,
why
I feel like he won that game.
Yeah, like I should have won
This
that one
year.
this year too. I beat him last year, and I should have won this year too. But my play calling up until the last third down was great. Then I tried to get too pretty on the third down call, and I took a sack. But then even then, I
First
still
thing I
set
texted you, right?
Same
That's the
thing
first thing I
with my
texted you,
brother.
wasn't
And it was just like, like, why would you do that? And I tried to catch him sleeping, and he caught me being stupid. But even then, like, Allen Hurns got to catch the ball.
Yeah.
He catch the ball.
Same thing. The first things I texted you was that the third down sack, and he should have caught the ball on fourth down. So
that's the first thing. And I was like, well, what's gonna take for me to beat Cletus is to play the way I've been playing, because I feel like
don't. That's the way you got to be, Cletus. You play the way you play. Don't take yourself out of your position and who you are just because you playing who you playing.
Who's your toughest opponent over there?
That's how I get fucked up. I get fucked up by being all excited or like whatever, like thinking about the game before I even come home and play the goddamn game. I'm already like worried about Madden. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then I don't even have time to practice before I play them.
Yeah. Kurt, what's your question to Drew?
Who's your toughest opponent besides Cletus? Over there on that side of the ball.
Nobody.
Cletus. I mean,
Cletus is fucking raw, but I give him respect, but
like the Chiefs or the Raiders, nothing like that. But I know I could beat them. It's just Cletus is the only one that is always going to come down to like that last second, and I have to play a perfect game.
So you're saying you're going to the Super Bowl if you beat Cletus?
Yeah. I'll bet on you. If you beat Cletus, I'm taking you in the Super Bowl. I'll put $50 on you this year too, nigga.
I didn't get my 50 from Bitcoin last year, Joe.
You never shook my hand, boy.
I'm not guaranteeing.
Okay, I'll make sure we do that this year.
I'm just going to the playoffs. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not.
When did we make that clear, Gates? I read that. I didn't respond to it because it didn't really make no sense.
I got you.
So I got a question. In this, I'm glad you said something, Drew, because this is what I was talking to Gates about on Wednesday that he wanted me to.
There we go. Welcome. Got that time back.
Okay, I know I can beat Raiders and Chiefs. What makes you know that? Like, what makes you that confident to where you can just go in and say they ain't gonna contest against me? They got no shot. I know I'm clearly gonna beat them. What goes into that mindset?
The answer is in your question, sir. I'm confident. I know I can beat Cletus. Like I feel every time I line up against whoever it is, I know I can beat them.
Well, okay.
Whether or not I play,
you got to play your game. Don't play your game for them. Play your game.
Let him answer the question, brother.
Whether or not I do what I'm supposed to do, that's a different story. But I know in my head when I go into games against Cletus, when I go in games against the Boer brothers, or even playing against my brother or you or Gates, I know in my mind, if I play the way I know how to play, I can win that game.
Okay, I could win that game. Okay, hold on. But see, now we talking about two different things. When you got to the end of that, you said, I know I could win is different than I know if I play them dudes, I'm going to win. Those are two entirely different statements.
Word.
Yeah.
True.
Knowing that if you play your best game, you're capable of beating anybody, and saying I can beat this person without a shadow of a doubt are two different things. And I'm trying to understand that mindset.
As long as let me rephrase I'm going to play my game regardless. And I know I can beat whoever I play against. I'm just going to say that. I know I can beat whoever I play against if I play my game.
Right. That's what you have to do.
Right, but that's why I drill now, because that sounds better, and I think fairly everybody probably feels that way, that if they play their game. It's like me and Gates had this conversation. You can't go into a game assuming somebody's going to give you 5 interceptions. Like those, like I appreciate what you're saying now. That makes sense, because I told Gates my problem in the league is that there's a difference between cockiness and confidence. Everybody in the league, because me and Gates thing to me is, yo, shouldn't people be confident? Yeah, you should. But here's the difference between the two things. The confident person is sure on themselves, and they feel good about themselves, and they're willing to bet on themselves. The cocky person not only feels good about themselves, but they got to smash on somebody else and put somebody else down to boost their ego to make them feel good about themselves. And to me, those are two distinctly different things. If I feel like, hey, if I play my game, which is exactly what you said, I'm capable of beating anybody, that's confidence. If I feel like not only if I play my game, can I beat anybody, but you ain't shit and you ain't got no chance and I don't even know why you want the sticks, that's a whole different conversation.
That makes sense.
Well,
that's why I said like
who
there was
feels,
no
who
disrespect
feels,
to
who
the
feels
Chiefs
like
or the
that?
Raiders.
Like, who do you think feels like that? I mean, Ty.
Anybody that played the Dolphins.
Ah, come on, man.
Is he that bad, man?
Come on, man. That's the come on of the week right there. Come on, man. We got to put that in slow motion. And you know what I'm saying? We got to edit this one.
That's
put that in
guy.
slow motion.
Say that, though.
Is he that bad? Is he really that bad?
I don't know what's going on with him, because to be honest with you, like when we play, like it's always close. He always plays a nice game. I don't know what's going on with him right now. I don't know if he just hasn't figured out his team or what, but he's not that bad to be giving up 50 points a week.
Yeah, because prior to him,
he sound like he talking about me.
No, he's talking about the Dolphins. But prior to him,
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm saying,
like, the Dolphins. They went to Super Bowl that prior year, right? Ty, he took the ownership after right after Candyman, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, the team is built. It's just the Dolphins for some reason. It's him.
I got a question for New York.
What's going on, brother?
All right. I remember that episode when Bob was on. He said you're not going to beat him, the old man. Do you think that's going to come? Intuition.
Well, it depends, and here's why I say it depends.
See, that was cocky.
Wop's real flighty, and what I mean by that is Wop loses his interest real quick. Wop's played in the league quite a few times, and Wop will just one day decide that he ain't feeling the league no more. He don't want to play. So it depends on how long Wop's going to play. Now, I will say this, going back to what I said earlier about matchups, Cowboys beat Wop twice this season. But I don't necessarily think Cowboys is better than Wop. For whatever reason, when me and Wop play, it's not a good matchup for me. It doesn't work in my favor. That being said, I don't see no scenario that somebody's going to beat me all the games we play in Madden. Like, I don't care if I get dumb, blind luck. A broken clock is right twice a day. I just don't see a scenario because and this goes back to the conversation I was having. While I think there are really good players in this league, I don't see nobody in this league this worthy of going to Vegas and playing in a tournament. I don't care what your name is and who you are and how many accolades you have. You're a part-time Madden player that does this for a hobby. You ain't as good as you think you are. So I don't think nobody in this league has that kind of clout and power to just be that, to be like on that type of level where they just can't be beat. I ain't seen it. Or they'd have their own YouTube channel and they'd be getting paid for this shit.
So you're saying, to answer that, because I mean, you spun a lot of that. To answer that, you are going to beat Wop one time.
I didn't spend shit. I said it depends on how long he plays. If Wop decides that the season he ain't playing no more and he beat me the game we're going to play coming up, then what he said was true. If Wop played 2 or 3 more seasons, I don't think it's true.
Have you played Wop this season so far?
Yeah, I played in the first game of the season. I got my ass kicked.
Are you going to play him again this season?
What happened?
Are you going to beat him this season?
I play every game to win. I play every game to win. I don't go into no game saying, hey, I think I'm losing.
Ty, what do you need to do to stop Wop?
It's not. I need to stop myself. That's what I need to do. I need to stop giving him 6 interceptions a game. That's what I need to stop.
Turnovers are the fucking. Oh my god.
But here's what I'm saying, right? My defense is 3 in the league. On defense, I'm sound. But if I give somebody, I don't care who it is. Yeah, it's 3. Look it up, Drew. I see that look. 3? Yeah, look it up. It's Texans 1, Jets 2, and me 3. But I'm always sound on defense. But I don't give a shit who you are. I don't know if there's a winless team in this league. If I give them the ball 6 extra times in the game on my side of the field, and they just kick a field goal with them six possessions, that's 18 points. I don't have the luxury of giving somebody 3 and 4 and 5 scores over me. I don't care how good my defense is or if I can come back. They're a losing proposition. So if you're asking me what I need to do to stop him, is I need to stop me. That's what I need to do.
Right. I just want you to answer your own question.
I'll give you an example. When me and Boone played, Boone has beaten me consistently for a minute now. In our game, the one last game we played, the difference was instead of giving him 5 and 6 picks, I threw 1. And I won. It's not a top secret formula. If you give these better players the ball 5 and 6 extra times, you're not giving yourself a chance to win. Period.
Kurt, do you think you beat me? Will beat me this Madden?
Yes, I used to beat you back in the day, man.
Stop it. You've never beaten me.
Yeah,
You've never beaten me.
my brother, man. I always beat you. You just
never beat me.
Wait a minute. Wait. I heard something like, you his brother?
We grew up.
Yeah,
we know each other since little.
He's like my brother. Yeah.
But, so we grew up together. You know, stayed at each other's parents' house. You know what I'm saying? We grew up together. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that is my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We did street things together, put work in together. You know what I'm saying? Ran through Jones together. That's family. You heard that, Didi?
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
No, I hit the wrong button. I was like, what the? I was saying my phone and be like, that's your brother?
No, I said we grew up together like since little guys. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So that explains a lot too. Like people need to know how long.
Yeah,
like it's been knowing each other, and it's like how strong this is. Like,
females, all the things that check off. His brother, we did it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my brother.
But anyways, back to the question. I mean, I used to beat you all the time. I took a long hiatus from Madden. Last Madden I played was on PlayStation 3. So you know what I mean? I'm finally coming back to Madden. You know I used to beat you all the time. I just took a long hiatus. So it's coming back to me.
All right, well, we'll see. I got something in these hands for you whenever you feel like you're back in the A game.
Oh, man. We need that. He need that. You need something up behind you in your right now, bud.
That's my.
Yeah, Boo.
You see where the lamp is behind your head? You need something up right there.
Yeah.
You need to put a picture of something up on the lamp.
I use that specifically for Boo.
I got some hands for you, like.
That means specifically for Boo. I'm gonna go ahead and make one for the Saints. One for you, Drew. I got something for you too. Next time we match up, I ain't like that win.
I will never forget that that post when you put the electric hands on the niggas like I got hands. I was dying laughing.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
still laughing off that post.
But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. You guys, brothers, got any closing remarks? You got any closing remarks?
I had some round robin questions.
Oh, they hit him with it, Ty. Hit him with it. Hit the round robin
last time. Hey, Joe, these are quick answers, right? I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm only here so I don't get fined, motherfucker.
Right. Well, stay fined in that corner then. All right. So for all you guys, quick round robin. If you had your choice, do you prefer a kickoff return for a touchdown, a 99-yard run from the 1-yard line, or a 99-yard bomb pass? Gates.
I'm gonna take the kickoff return because you don't see I get that. That's something that's not accounted for. You know what I'm saying? No strategy, and I don't show my offense or anything, so it's still you should get it.
Someone.
I say a run. Like if you run that ball and you score, especially from the 1-yard line, their whole momentum is gone. A punt return, as soon as you kick the ball, you think of a punt return anyway. So a run, you thinking to stop them, but if you break it, you know what I mean? That whole defense is shot. You know what I mean? So I just pick run.
Joe Deasy.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna take a back off Moon, that run, man. That's the beans and rice to my fucking offense. Like if I run on you, you can't stop me.
Drew.
Kickoff shit happens.
Kickoff.
Punt return shit happens. But I planned that run and I made that run happen on your ass. So I'm taking the run all the way.
Drew.
kickoff. It's less seen. I think that's more exciting than a run or a pass.
You know what? I like what Gay said. I do like that. It's something you don't account for on special teams. You don't have to show any offense, and it's an added weapon. Like, you already got to worry on offense, defense about certain things. Now you got to worry about, damn, do I want to kick to this dude? So next question. Who would you consider to be the best player on your team? And I'm not necessarily even talking about stats. I'm talking about the one guy on your team that if you was traded, if you was going to get a new team and they said you can take one person off your team, who was that person you're taking, Gates?
I'm gonna go with the quarterback. This Madden is built.
So you're taking Andrew Luck, because I'm talking about on your team right now.
On my team right now.
Yeah, not position. I'm talking about a name play, a name.
I mean, for me, I gotta go Julio, because for me, it's so guaranteed. Whatever I throw, it's like I can blind throw it, and it's like guaranteed catch. So for me, it's Julio.
Someone.
I'm a middle linebacker.
What's his name?
Frank Davis. He's my best player on defense, and I guess he sets the tone.
Okay, Joe Deasy.
Man, this a deep ass question. Tell you the truth, like I'm over here, like I was hoping you didn't call me next. Like I'm still thinking.
I come back to you, Drew. Who you taking?
Jalen Ramsey.
Oh wait, I think I don't need to ask why. Hey, what's his OVR? Just out of curiosity.
95.
Whew. Goodness.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret though.
What's that?
Why he's still thinking? I'm working on something else to bring another 90 into the secondary.
Are you surprised?
I'm working on something now.
So for me, I got to take Odell. First of all, I'm one of the lucky ones to actually play with my team, so I'm a big Odell supporter in real life. Odell is a game changer for me. It doesn't matter if I don't throw the ball to him or not. Every time I play somebody, they got to account for him. They got to factor him in. They're going to change their defensive mentality to work on him, which opens up other things for me. So he's 99 damn near everything. I'm going with Odell. DZ, you got an answer yet?
Yeah, I got to go with my sophomore quarterback because I'll be throwing picks, but he's good. I would, and then second is Sammy Walker.
We're gonna go to 195.
I'm surprised you didn't say 95-year-old LaShawn McCoy, but
you see that nigga don't even start no more, bud. He on the bench. I pull him out on third downs only, just so he can.
That's what I thought you would have took. Is your boy Diamond Gator?
Huh?
Okay, last question. Defensive mentality. So in other words, when that ball's kicked off, you're on defense first. What is your mentality when you play the game? Like, how do you approach the defensive side of the ball in terms of the way you set up your plays, your schemes? What are you looking to do? And here's an example. I'll lead it off. For me, I like to I'm good for sending heaters at you from time to time. I'm not gonna let you sit up there in the pocket and set up shop, but my mentality is always not to give up big chunk plays. If you're going to drive down the field on me, I want it to be 10, 11, 12 yards. 10, 11, 12 plays. I want you to exhaust as many of your plays as possible. I don't want to give up nothing big, easy, or cheap. I want to make you grind because I feel if you got to go 12, 13 plays routinely, you're going to make a mistake sooner or later. You're going to fumble. You're going to throw a pick. I'm going to get a 3 and out, and that's what I need to turn the momentum of the game. So, Gates, what is yours?
I try to figure out how disciplined are you, versus how hard-headed are you. Are you willing to take what I give you? You're going to try to force your will upon me. Like, I always play a bend but don't break style defense. So again, if I force only to leave the middle open, are you going to try to test me in the middle, or are you going to consistently try to play the sides when I know, like, yo, I'm not giving you that? Are you that stubborn, or are you disciplined to take what I give you? If that answers your question. That's
a damn good mentality. Someone, what about you?
My first thought is to definitely stop the run. I want you to try to throw on me. I don't want you to run on me. So my whole defense is based on stopping the run, and I'll figure out the pass later. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's my mindset on defense.
DZ, what you got?
Same shit, bro. The run, I hate when a nigga run on me. I'd rather you pass on me and score. Even if we at the 2, you're not gonna run the fucking ball in the end zone. You better pass that motherfucker.
Gotcha. What about you, Drew?
To disguise. Like, I don't blitz often, but when I do, I don't want you to know where it's coming from or when it's gonna happen. I want it just to smack you in your mouth. You're like, well, damn, I ain't see that. That's what.
One of them good ones when you get the snot bubbles coming up out the QB, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. So I normally, that's a new little thing I've been trying to do is asking 3 round robin questions toward the end of the show, just different interesting things to make people think and, you know, talk about the game, but just really ask some good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy that segment. And like I said, second show I've done it, I'm going to do that.
Do a fourth question. You got another you got a fourth question. Do the fourth question that you didn't ask.
I got the 4th for New York.
Go ahead.
When you gonna send Eli to Jacksonville?
When he's about 38. No.
You should have answered him like Bill Belichick. It's Friday. We're moving on.
Well, you know what's funny? You know what? Okay, I'll ask a fourth one. Because this is something not controversial.
I knew you got a 4th. You got a 5th one too, motherfucker.
Well, I always have a bunch, but I mean, here's my 4th question then. Do you think, okay, I'll give you a comment and then tell you where the question's coming from. I've talked about this with Gates and with Wild. There's a lot of people that's always real finicky about trading in division. Like for me, I don't give a shit about that. Like if you have something I need and we can do good business, I don't give a shit if I got to play you twice a week. Oh, well, I don't want to face that dude. If I'm feeling is if I can trade him, he ain't that big a loss to me, or else I wouldn't feel like I could trade him. So why do I care if you win division? Because for me, I'm worried about my team and my mentality and what's best for me. I'm not worried about what's best for Washington. I'm not worried about what's best for Philly. I'm not worried about what's best for Dallas. What is your guys' thoughts on trading in division or in conference? Gates, I know yours, but go ahead and start it off.
Well, you know, it's funny I said I don't do it, but I did it this season. This offseason with the Bucks. I traded him my 6th pick and he gave me his tight end. For me, I normally don't. And to me, that's not really a real trade because he doesn't benefit off of that versus how I benefited. I feel like I've got the better of the deal. But me personally, I want to give anybody in my division a competitive advantage. If let's just say if I trade him a piece, even though I think that the guy's horrible or he might be average, that might be the missing piece that they need, and it shouldn't come from me. You know, grab that from somewhere else. I don't think so.
Okay, Samu?
Yeah. I mean, it's the same answer Mark gave. I don't like to trade in my division because, you know what I mean? Like, say that trade can bite me in the butt. So I just rather not trade in my conference.
I guess the thing that I don't understand about that mentality, though, is if you guys feel that way, then why is that person on the trade block to start with? Like, when you trade somebody, it's because you feel either you have a plan
that's my whole set.
that's sufficient to where you don't feel a loss of that person, or you feel like there's a fault there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're starting to decline. Maybe they don't fit your scheme. But you don't trade nobody that you can't play without. So why do people fear that person's going to come back to haunt them? Don't trade that person in.
I think it all depends on who the person is. I mean, if I decide to trade Julio this season, he's 31 years old, and let's say the Bucks want him. I mean, I used him up. I mean, he still has great stats and all that, but sure. But again, like I said, I traded with the Bucks this season. 6th pick versus his tight end. He gave me a tight end who for me is coming in, catching, making plays. Now he'll have to face him again. It's in a couple weeks. We'll see if it bites him in the butt or it doesn't matter. What about you, Drew?
Okay, so let me ask you guys this: is it more about, to be honest, let's just keep it real? is it more about being selfish than the fear of this person biting you in the butt? It's not a matter of you can't afford not to give that person. Your fear, when you have that mentality, is based off, well, I just don't want this person to have that person because it's more of a selfish based thing.
It's selfish for me.
That's what I was going to say. It's not about who I'm trading, it's who I'm trading to.
Right.
Yeah.
So in a situation, I am being selfish because I'm fucking with Cletus or Gates or you or anybody in this room right now because you motherfuckers got balls. Fuck y'all. You ain't getting shit I got. Go somewhere else. Go to free agency. That's how I feel. Unless I'm fucking with Dolph or somebody doing bad, like, okay, but you need him, and that's gonna help you. What you gonna give me? Take him, give me like your 3rd round pick or something, but go, I'll do some shit like that just to leave some money off my fucking books. Like, take him. You need him? Go ahead. Like the Chargers, he might need LaCoy, huh? McCoy, LaShawn. The slow ass 95-year-old fucking running back. He might use the McCoy like good right now. Like, take him off my books, but I'll give him to you for a 5th round pick. Chargers.
Yeah, Ty, for me, it's I don't want, like I said, I don't want to give nobody in my division a competitive edge. That's it. So if it's selfish, then yeah, I'll claim that. Sure.
Well, yeah,
I'm not giving.
There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that mentality. It's like perfect example. When me and Wild was trying to do that trade for Perry Walker, I was willing to give him much more than his brother, who he actually wound up trading him to. Don't put somebody out and say, hey, I'll take this for a 3rd round pick. But then when I'm like, hey, well, I'll give you that. Well, nah, just tell me how. Don't trade the division and I'm good. I respect that. Like, it's not the way I do business, but there's nothing wrong with that approach. Nothing wrong with it at all.
My business is I don't trade shit unless I see somebody that needs something and I'll help them out. If other than that, I'm not trading none of my pieces. I like my team.
So
it's too bad you need something. It's too bad you need something from my team. I can't help you.
Let me ask you guys this: what just to give you guys just to be a little bit vulnerable, or whatever. Drew? What defense do you feel as though you hate facing up against? Like, what defensive play you feel like you come out and you see, or your person calls you feel like, I didn't feel like I wasn't expecting that, or I hate going against that.
When somebody come out in the 4-4 against me, because I run it too, so I know how dominant it can be. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I hate seeing it. But the answer, because I never got a chance to answer. Personally, I don't care if you're in my division or not. Like, I'll trade with you. Because I go back to the Chiefs and Raiders thing. I'm confident enough in my stick game to where whether you got him or not, I can still do what I need to do.
That's how I feel. I don't give a damn about, this guy might be stronger because of it. That's one player. If that player is that valuable, if that dude can tip the edge, I probably don't need to trade him. He needs to stay on the NYG roster.
All right, Joe, what defensive play gives you the most trouble, or you hate going against?
It's not a play, or maybe I can't see the coverage, so I don't give a shit. It's the user. The user gives me fits. I have a fucking bad habit of following that circle that dude is following and try to throw the ball to the dude he's using against. So I just try to test that nigga, and it's always a pick. I just got a bad habit. That's my bad habit. I got to get rid of that shit. I always want to test the user. It ain't about the defense. It's the user. I want to test him and see what he's doing at all times. If you watch my games, you'll see. I'm always testing Cletus. I'm always testing anybody that circle running. I'm following that circle. I'm going to throw it anyway. Fuck him. I'm going to catch it. Fuck it. It don't work, though. I got to stop doing it. I got a bad habit of doing that. That's my fucking curse right there. I always want to test that fucker that's using the goddamn user.
Okay, what you got?
These guys cover 3.
Okay.
That's why the Panthers keep picking my balls up, because he comes out. I mean, these guys just cover 3, makes it look like a cover 4. Then when I hike the ball, I already know the route, so I'm throwing it before, you know what I mean, everything sets up. So his safety comes down and pick the ball up. So the cover 3, I'm working on the cover 3. The cover 3 is my downfall.
What
was
about
that?
you?
Moon? That was Moon?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Ty, what you got?
In terms of your question was what defensive play gives you trouble?
Play that you hate
You
going
said
up.
player coverage.
Yeah, like a coverage that you hate to see. Like when you line up, you called your play. What gives you the shits?
Yeah, whether it be a formation, whether it be a play, what seems like something you don't feel like trying to crack the code on.
I don't know that there's any play call that gives me trouble.
Right,
I
that's
like
what I
that
said.
with Joe Deezy.
Yeah.
It's real active users that do a really good job of baiting. I would say that concept vice any play. I don't think there's a specific coverage that I can't crack it. I think I do well against all coverages. It's really active users that are good at baiting and switching. Because sometimes, like when I throw picks, I think it's very rare, unless my quarterback just makes a bad throw, I make a bad read. I might have a lot of picks, but I'll look and the users made an incredible play. It wasn't that the route I was throwing to wasn't open. So, but on a fun note, I'll tell you what about 2 or 3 years ago gave me fits was that damn mid blitz. When people used to play that mid blitz about 2 bands ago and press, goodness gracious. I could never get the damn ball off.
That 4-6.
But I'm done. And that's it for that one.
Yeah, that was my question.
That was a nano blitz, though.
I'm spin off of that, but since you're on it,
that's a
to
nano
me,
blitz.
man, guys who live in cover 2. Only because there's only one really in cover 2, and it's the middle. So when a guy sits in cover 2, now you got, like, say for example, you always put the deep blue middle of the linebacker. It's like there's the only spot in cover 2 that's open. Hard flat, and unfortunately this Madden hard flats. There's more cover 2 cloud flats. So just guys who live in cover 2, I just hate consistently going up against it. Because I have to dink and dunk versus taking the big shots. What I want to do. That's why. There you go.
That's true too. I feel.
So I'm gonna wrap this thing up, man. I appreciate you boys.
I feel that way too.
Yeah.
Because you want to do that. You want to throw the short pass because it's like 3rd or 2nd and fucking 4, and you want to throw it, and it's like, damn, you got that. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, cool, man. I appreciate you guys. Joe, Drew. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. Wrapping it up. Right. See? Media training. We haven't worked on media training. It's all right. It's all right.
Nobody wants my opinion on the weeks.
Yeah.
Let's hear that. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well, I think that all of you could do more with your outside. There's somebody called running back. That's offense, isn't it? Well, you need cheerleaders.
All right, done. And that's you know what I'm saying?
Love you too.
What I'm saying. So yeah, let me go ahead and jump off this thing we were running. I appreciate you guys jumping on. Ty.
Brother.
Always a good one. Definitely a good show. Joe Deezy, man, I appreciate the tactics and the comments. You definitely talk just as much you do in person as you do on chat. So I know those both things now. And I'm gonna jump on here soon, man, and tackle these Vikings. Make sure y'all tune into that. Keep talking about he beat me by 21. So we'll see what happens today if he still has that formula down.
All right, I want to say
go ahead,
something.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry for playing piss poor games, man. I'm sorry for that.
Shit, same here. Shit.
Get it together, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. This morning was a piss poor fucking performance.
Look, man, I'm gonna give you guys
to everybody in the league.
On Wednesday, man. I'm gonna give you the tips to be key leaders, man. I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it.
I'm out. We out.
Wednesday. I ain't doing it right now. I'll give it to you on Wednesday, the midweek recap. And man, I
I'm on the
appreciate
list.
you, brothers. And it's Gates, man. I'm signing off, man.
Late.
One love.